Israel's bombardment of Gaza continues. And why are they doing that? Simply put, before armies put their boots on ground, they go on the offensive with long-range strikes. This is done to reduce numbers of the enemy. So Israel's bombing of Gaza can mean only one thing: preparation for a larger ground offensive. But now they're facing fresh accusations. This comes from the Human Rights Watch, a group that advocates for human rights, as the name suggests, Human Rights Watch. They say Israel has used white phosphorus munitions in Gaza. As proof, this group cites videos from the war. They show the cloudburst of white phosphorus ammunition. And Human Rights Watch says that this munition has been used in Lebanon as well. So what is Israel's response? Well, so far they've denied all accusations. Israel's military has said this, that they are not aware of the use of weapons containing white phosphorus in Gaza. So they mention Gaza, but not Lebanon. Which brings us to another question. What exactly is white phosphorus munition? As the name suggests, white phosphorus munitions are weapons which have high amounts of a particular chemical, that is white phosphorus. It is highly flammable. It is extracted from phosphate containing rocks. In solid form, white phosphorus has a wax-like texture, and this makes it extremely sticky and hard to remove. It may be yellow or white in color, and it has a pungent garlic-like odor. When exposed to oxygen, white phosphorus ignites spontaneously. It catches fire and it produces toxic fumes which can be white or yellowish smoke. So it is dangerous, yet it is widely used, more commonly used than you would imagine. According to the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, white phosphorus is used in day-to-day activities. Industries use this chemical to manufacture fertilizers. They also make cleaning compounds and sometimes use it as food additives in processed meat. You heard that right. A chemical so dangerous is being used to even preserve food. But its key utility is military. It is used to make bombs. And here's how white phosphorus bombs work. They're called incendiary weapons, meaning an explosive that can spread fire and smoke rapidly. This type of weapon can be used to deploy smoke screens, to illuminate the battlefield during night combat, and to even destroy military equipment using flames. Now, white phosphorus is known for quickly spreading fires across a large area. Before the munition impacts the ground, it bursts mid-air. It spreads a web of chemical particles that come in contact with oxygen, and they burn at temperatures above 800 degrees Celsius. These bombs cause injuries far more severe than conventional bombs. If you come in contact with this chemical, your eyes will begin watering. Your skin may suffer second-degree burns. You will see smoke on your body where white phosphorus is present. But the real danger is when this chemical is swallowed or inhaled. It can lead to anything between a stomachache and death. Lack of treatment right after exposure can lead to multiple organ failure, a collapse of the nervous system, and death. So clearly, this is an extremely dangerous chemical, but that it is not banned under international law. It is categorized as an incendiary weapon and not a chemical weapon. But it cannot be used against civilians or military targets in civilian areas. That is what the law states. That this weapon can be used by militaries only for creating smoke screens. Now, Israel has not ratified this protocol. It is not bound by its provisions. And Israel has been accused of using white phosphorus munitions in the past too. In 2008, it is said to have dropped these bombs on Gaza. In 2006, in the war with Lebanon, Israel acknowledged using white phosphorus, and it's hardly the first or the only country to do so. The use of white phosphorus munitions goes back to World War I. These bombs were also used in the Second World War. American forces dropped them on Vietnam. British forces used white phosphorus during the Falkland War against Argentina. The US even dropped these bombs on Iraq and Afghanistan. Russia too has been accused of using white phosphorus munitions. This was during the Chechen wars and now recently in Ukraine. So many nations have dropped such bombs and no one held them accountable. That's because the laws are not strict. But then even if they were, who would enforce them?